Welcome! In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Blavor 10000mAh magnetic wireless charger for iPhone and Apple Watch. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open. So here we have the power bank. We have a USB Type-C charge cable, travel pouch, and a manual. Let's take a quick look at the manual. Here are the product details. It says a ring buckle, Apple Watch charger, USB Type-C input and output, USB-C output cable, wireless charging indicator, wireless charging area, lightning cable, lightning input. It has velvet to pat against your phone, power button, and battery indicator. Here are the specs. So lightning input is 5 volts at 2 amps, USB-C input is 5 volts at 2.4 amps, lightning output is 5 volts at 2.4 amps, USB-C output is 5 volts at 3 amps, wireless charging output is 2.5 watts for the watch and 5 watts for the phone, and the battery capacity is 10,000 milliamp hours. Here's a list of some features. You can pause and read through those, but I'll go over a couple. So this is compatible with all Qi enabled phones. This works with magnetic charging of iPhone Series 12 and later. Now if you have a case on, it needs to be compatible with magnetic wireless charging to use with this. So this comes with 2 built-in cables, and it has a ring buckle to help hold it. So to turn it on or off, you press the power button. It will automatically shut down in 30 seconds if it's not charging anything. It charges with USB Type-C. You can plug it into devices to charge. After you plug it in, you press the power button to turn it on. It has magnetic wireless charging and Apple Watch charging. Here's some tips. You can pause and read through those. So we have this bag with some cinch strings. Here we have the charge cable. It's around 40 inches long. And here we have the power bank. So this is 10,000 milliamp hours, so you're going to get lots of capacity. Now this charges with USB Type-C, and the port on the bottom is USB Type-C in and out. So I'll plug that into my charger here. So this is currently charging at 1.51 amps. Now that can vary depending on the state of the charger of the power bank. And we can see here, there are 4 lights here and the 4th one is flashing. So it's filling up that last 25%. Then this has cables on both sides. So we have USB Type-C. You could use that to charge Android phones and other devices. On the other side we have lightning, so you could use that to charge iPhones, iPads, and such. Now the thing about wireless charging is it's not going to be as efficient as plugging in a cable, but wireless charging is more convenient. With this battery pack, you can charge between wireless or wired. So if you want to squeeze every little ounce of energy out of the battery, you could charge it with the wire. If you want to be able to conveniently charge it, you can use that wireless. And what I mean by that is, say you're at your desk and you have your phone on here charging, you set it on there, you get a phone call, you can just pop it off and take a phone call. When you're done, you can set it right back down. With the wired, you'd have to unplug it and plug it back in. So wireless is more convenient in that regard. Or maybe you have this in a purse or a bag. You can have that magnetic wireless charging on there. You don't have that cable hanging out. But again, if you want to get the maximum charging, it does have the option of using the lightning. So let's try charging a phone with this. I'll unplug this here. Here I have an iPhone 13 mini. So with the magnetic charging, I'll place that on here. And now we're charging. Let me see if I can show that a little better. Now you may need to turn this on with the power button, but this was already on. We'll put that on there. And here it says 65% charged. And we have the little lightning bolt. Now one thing it mentions in the notes is it does partially cover up this camera. Let's see if I can pull that up. So there's 2 cameras on here. This is the narrow angle. If we go to wide angle, it's not covering that one. Let's go back to narrow. So it says you can rotate that 90 degrees. It's still covering a little bit, but I would just take it off, take the picture, and throw it back on. Now this is on the mini phone. On the larger phones, it's probably less of an issue. But the reason is because this is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, and they had to make it large to fit the battery in there. So this does hang over the edge of this phone. It will look a little different on the larger phones, meaning the regular and the Plus model. So it also has this ring on here. We can pull that out. So we can use that as a sort of dock, and we could dock it either direction. And you can also use this as kind of a finger ring. So you can put your finger in there to help you hold it. Let's see how strong this magnet is. Now if I shake it sideways, the shear force can probably shake it loose, but it's on there pretty good. Now you should never rely on the magnetic force to hold this in a high G situation, but it has a pretty decent pull on it. And I am using a magnetic charging compatible case. So now let's charge an Apple Watch. This is a Series 7 Apple Watch. Press the power button. I'll set it on here. The magnet will position it. Now I could, in theory, place the iPhone on the other side, like so, and place that face down, and charge the watch and the iPhone at the same time. Now this does have those cables, so I could also plug in the iPhone to charge it. And I can also use the USB Type-C to charge another device. So here I have a 360 camera. It takes USB Type-C charging. I can plug in here and now we're charging the camera. So when I'm done charging with the wires, I can tuck them in the side here. So that's the Blavor 10,000 milliamp hour magnetic wireless charger for iPhone and Apple Watch. Now I say it's for iPhone and Apple Watch, but it also has Lightning and USB Type-C, so this can charge even more devices. I really like the versatility of this. It has a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, so it's a good sized battery. It has the wireless charging, but then having the cables gives you even more capabilities of charging. And then you even have a traditional USB port, so you can plug this directly into a device, or you can use a USB-C cable here to charge a device. Now it also has Lightning in, so if you have your iPhone charging cable, you can plug that in to charge it. And then of course it has that ring you can use to hold it or use it to prop it up. So if you're looking for a convenient travel charger or one to throw in your bag or your purse, your briefcase, I think this is a great option. And this will charge your newer magnetic devices and then even those legacy devices using older connectors. So if you have an older phone that's not magnetic, you can use this Lightning port, and then when you get a new phone, it will have that magnetic charging and it's ready to go. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.